Jamel about to average at least 2 TikToks a day.
Shit, but then also the horrible way that they're playing, they're not even worth my time.
You gotta cover it.
But at the end of the day, I was just busy this weekend, so I didn't get a chance to it. But I definitely will get back onto it personally. But other than that, man, yeah, the Gators, man, they 5 picks, man, and they were all on him.
Who did y'all play?
All LSU at Death Valley. And LSU, and for the defense, shout out to the defense for only holding LSU to 20 points after your quarterback threw 5 picks. 5 picks should at least be 35 points on top of the, like, you know what I'm saying?
Today's
like on top
game,
of just
about 40.
Because it's not like every pick was a drive. There was also 3 and outs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 5 picks should have been 5 touchdowns, not all after each other, but it should have at least been, you add up the other drives that we gave them all.
They supposed to hang 40 points
on them. Yeah, they should have did that.
For sure.
But, so the defense did their thing. And then even if you go back to the defensive game against Southern Florida that we lost at home, it was a low-scoring game. It was just that last drive, the defense, you got dudes wanting to be like Jalen Carter and spitting on people. You got pass interference calls.
Not spitting.
Poor tackling. But throughout the season, our defense has been our best bet.
Y'all sorry for losing that game, though.
Yeah, especially to see them get blown out by Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because people thought USF would beat somebody because they beat ranked Boise State in week 1, and then they beat Florida, ranked Florida. So people were thinking, man, they might beat a ranked Miami, but there's levels to it because Boise State was still a 24 ranked team. Florida was still like 12 or 13 when we lost.
I don't understand that. How y'all came in ranked higher than us? The craziest shit alive.
Preseason
I'm gonna say this,
and that goes back to the main point.
That's SEC bias.
I hate SEC bias. You could say SEC bias, yeah, maybe a little bit of that mixed with also just preseason hype. And with the video game coming back, I feel like some of these people that be doing the rankings, stop watching the damn video game because it's like, dude, Florida's great on the game. DJ Lagway's great on the game. So is Clemson. They're good on the game, but both teams have lost to LSU. Clemson and Florida, we both lost to LSU, and then USF is a worse loss than losing to Georgia Tech because Georgia Tech is a formidable team. They just weren't ranked yet. But
that is a horrible loss.
You know what I'm saying? Clemson going down. Come on, man.
So to go over there to that one, I mean Clemson. Yeah, we don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think Tech is being slept on. Tech should have been ranked instead of y'all.
Super slept on.
Like Tech should have been. No, I'm not going to.
They've been slept on.
I want to say
it's a lot of
been ranked. We should have been ranked in the 20s.
Yeah, it's a lot of other teams that shouldn't have been.
I think both of us.
They should have been ranked coming into the year, though. That's what I'm saying.
Because Tech is going to be really nice, and I can't wait for the Georgia versus Tech game.
I can't wait either.
I think that's going to be an amazing.
That's going to be a great game.
I want the Tech versus Florida State game if that comes up, or if Tech plays Miami. You know, I think those.
Do y'all play Tech
as well?
No,
we don't.
No.
But I think the problem is Tech run the ball well, bro.
I know we play next week though.
Down the field.
No, that quarterback.
Yeah, they get that shit down the field.
Tough.
I know exactly who we got next.
We got college game day in Miami too. That's fucked up because honestly, game day should not be there. Game day should have went to I think is it Utah? It's Indiana versus Illinois. They're both in the top 15 because Illinois is balling this year. I love the way Illinois is playing.
Well, right now the story right now, you know, first of all, Miami coming off of Cam Ward in the Cam Ward season, and then the follow up with Beck coming in. So yeah, that's where the story is at right now for Miami.
The story is just Carson Beck.
It's Carson Beck. So right now, that's the only reason they're there. And plus, he
playing straight.
Since Matt Stafford, Georgia has not been able to produce a real solid quarterback.
That's cap. That's cap.
I mean, what you mean? Carson Beck looked decent.
No. I meant my bad. Like, have a quarterback that can really play. Because look at what he did at Georgia. He struggled there. Like, it was a bad system. They never had a good system for quarterbacks. I'm sorry. That's what I should say.
Okay.
They've never had a good system for quarterbacks to really
drive. It's a more running back heavy.
I definitely agree.
We always produce great running backs, but lately, the last couple of years, our receivers ain't been like up to par. That's what that is.
Yeah, and then
like they dropped.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help.
Who are some top receivers from Georgia?
Right now we got Jaquius Branch. He's our best receiver.
Zachariah Branch. He played for Caleb.
Yeah, Zachariah.
But in the past, who was
George Pickens?
We had
recently.
AJ Green. We had a couple guys. AJ Green.
That was a long time ago.
We had George Pickens.
Recently though? Yeah,
probably. We had George Pickens.
Pickens is most recent. And then the Washington.
And when was Pickens? Because Pickens was like
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. He was the year they won the Natty the first time against Alabama. And that was 2021.
Because the reason why I asked the question is because it's like y'all never have wide receivers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't invest in building good quarterbacks because if you do, you would get good.
That's a tight end. That's a tight end. Y'all have great. I think y'all have decent tight ends though. I think y'all have some decent tight ends. But I think in terms of like when we looking at wideouts, like we gotta go Ohio, we gotta go Alabama. Like they've had the best. We gotta go LSU.
I'm agreeing with you. That's really what I'm saying. Wideouts. So I'm not gonna it would be disingenuous for me to say, oh, Carson Beck was just asked for Georgia. No, Carson Beck, when he did make the throws, they were dropping them.
Carson Beck was doing straight. Like I don't feel like he was
dropping. He was doing straight, but he took majority of the brunt of why they was bad, which is going to happen when you're the quarterback. Which ends up being.
I mean, when you're the quarterback
going into what Mel is saying, where Georgia's system is not set for a quarterback because that system is based heavily on running backs.
Did Stetson Bennett win a natty? Did Stetson Bennett win a natty?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this.
Who was the running back?
I'm sure y'all do y'all research because y'all from Georgia. I'm here. Them niggas disrespected Stetson Bennett every weekend, bro. Like niggas was like, but Bennett is trash. He's this, he's that.
Yeah.
But he got 2 natties.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying there is like
we run the ball, we play good defense.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean in that concept where it's like
Stetson was trash, but he still found a way to win. Beck was trash.
With Georgia, you don't have to.
And this is what I'm saying to that
top
point.
5 quarterback to win with
you
Georgia.
Can
you
win.
Got to make the plays when they there.
You can win, and they still not gonna respect you. Like Georgia is held to a different standard. And then on top of that, like let's just keep it a stack. Like, but unless you come in there with that swagger, you come in there like that guy, blah blah blah. Like as a white guy. And Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Like
because historically they have never had a black quarterback.
For that.
I like Gunnar Stockton though. Gunnar Stockton.
Can I ask a question?
Stockton has some swagger.
When did Bennett?
He from Georgia.
When did Bennett win them championships?
2021 and 2022.
Do we remember who their running backs were?
Was that Frank? You might know.
Oh yeah, we had ETN.
I think you can prove our point. I mean, we already saying that they're a run-heavy program and that the quarterbacks aren't able to show. But they're held to a different standard.
I'm agreeing with your point of them shitting on Bennett because at that point, to this day, they still shit on Bennett. And like you were saying, everything, even though they were winning, he's still gonna get shit on. And that's why I was saying what Mel was saying with Beck, when he got shitted on and they lost. It just doubled down on
it. Yeah. And then it's like running backs. Not to cut you off. They're running backs in 2021.
Chubb? No,
Chubb was before that. Zamir White, James Cook, and Kenny McIntosh. And then when they went back to back in 2022, it was mostly Kenny McIntosh and Branson Robinson. Okay. All those guys have not really been. You can maybe say Zamir White.
They didn't turn out to be good.
Hold on. Zamir White, in the league. He cool in the league.
I know y'all not about to disrespect James Cook.
Like no. He's talking about He went to Florida.
Okay,
that's Dalvin Cook. I'm sorry. This is James Cook's younger brother. Dalvin Cook is the one who's been in the league.
James Cook is in the league right now. He just
James Cook that
fucking touchdown for Buffalo.
I thought that was Dalvin Cook this whole time.
No, that's what
James is going to Buffalo.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah. That's it.
And I was going to say
that was Dalvin.
I'm talking about James.
No, he's out the league. Dalvin isn't in the league.
Damn.
Last stop for Dalvin.
He's
James is going to Buffalo the whole time.
Like 2-3 years ago.
Oh,
I thought it was the Jets.
No, but you talked about how
they signed him afterwards.
Produce tight ends. Hold on. You talk about how we just produced tight ends. Lad McConkey. He went to Georgia. And he just
that white boy. But I don't think he's really been balling in there. Who he playing for?
He's balling.
It's a white boy. He was solid.
Who is he?
What team?
He played. What
he played for the Bulldogs. I don't know
what position does he play?
He played receiver.
Ladd McConkey.
He played receiver.
Yeah, we gonna
so you just gonna keep saying his name and not tell him what team he played for?
Go ahead and name them defenders,
I don't know the NFL team.
Go ahead and name them defenders, bro. That's what y'all.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah,
he played for the Chargers.
That's what got y'all natty.
That's what y'all get.
Yeah, you already know.
Name them defenders.
Next stop, Philly, boy. That's what them boys.
Ladd McConkey, nice though.
But
where he play at?
Chargers.
Oh, he played for the Chargers. Oh.
Yeah, he played for the Chargers.
Nobody know that.
Every receiver plays for the Chargers at this point.
Yeah. Ain't they 2-0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many touchdowns he got?
Oh, okay.
He got like 2 this year.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He do?
So because he's not dominating, this nigga Jamar Chase ain't do shit the first game.
I don't know who the fuck he is. I'm dead.
Jamar Chase ain't do shit the first game. And that's he come from LSU, University U.
Oh, you talking about Jamar Chase?
Yeah,
I mean, hold on.
LSU.
First of all,
let's do this real quick.
Let's
do this real quick and address.
Oh, now y'all
don't put them two in the same fucking breath.
That's crazy. That's
a nigga.
That was a reach. That was a reach.
How many people got the triple crown?
Y'all ain't about to shit on Ladd McConkey like he not nice.
How many people got the triple crown?
He the best receiver on this funky ass team.
You sound crazy as hell.
No, I'm not.
Crazy
the best receiver on this team, but
man, come on.
You sound crazy as
receiver. So who better than
Keenan Allen is still out there.
Keenan Allen, old ass. I knew you gonna
get the best. Who leads the team in yards right now?
What are you talking about?
Who leads the team in yards right now?
That nigga be half of the season.
Pull up the stats.
Talking about.
Hold on.
Yeah, pull up the stats.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you what I think.
I ain't got the shit on my boy Chargers on TV and my boy Ladd McCooley. Like he ain't
last night was the first.
I don't even see this nigga on the roster.
It's Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson leads it. Okay.
That's third.
Hold on. No,
Ladd McConkey. I see him.
This year, 150 Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen 129, and Ladd McConkey 122. He right behind him.
Hold up.
Ladd ain't got no touchdowns. Keenan got 2.
Because I was about to ask, I asked you if he had touchdowns. You told me he got 1 or 2. And he ain't got no touchdowns.
No. See, y'all went in, but y'all skipping over this one part that he just said, and I caught his ass.
What he said?
He literally gonna call him something. Y'all talking about this year. I'm talking about last season. Well, stop talking about
and as I was about to address, I'm glad you went there. You said the nigga was a rookie.
Okay, all right. Let me go last year. I'll go last year.
Bro. And last year, nigga got 7 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. It was a good year, a great year,
rookie season.
And you had the nerve to put him in the breath.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay, I'll give him this shit. For last year. He led the team last year.
How many games did Keenan Allen play last year?
Probably 3, if that.
He's not probably played 4 games.
He didn't even play any. He wasn't even on the team last year. I don't see his numbers at all.
How far did the Chargers
he was
make it last
year? He was in Chicago.
He was in Chicago last year.
I can't remember.
How far did
Chicago last year?
How far did the Chargers make it last year?
First round.
Did they go to the first round?
I think they lost in the division.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I can't remember.
Man. That's like putting
it's been the same motherfucking in the AFC.
Jeremy in the same breath as Ant Edwards, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, dog.
Man, but college football, man, it's been very
saying,
slow.
All I'm saying is no matter receiver, players start off slow. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can give us some time. Give us some time, but I'm not going to give him Jamar Chase conversation.
No.
But don't say fucking Jamar Chase name. Don't say Jamar Chase name. Don't say Jamar Chase name.
We gave him time.
One person at a time.
You threw him in the pit of fire. We wasn't even talking about him.
You said Jamar Chase name. Nobody else did.
I'm just using him as an example to say.
And they get crucified.
Just because you start off slow don't mean you not him. That's what I'm saying.
What?
I'm saying, because y'all asked me how many touchdowns does he have in the second game of this season. I brought up Jamar Chase just to say, bud, it's a lot of good receivers out here, or great receivers that's starting out slow. The offenses got to catch up to the defenses.
And that's where the problem lies. Because you brought up this fucking nobody to compare him to Jamar Chase at the beginning.
Oh, now he a nobody.
Yeah, nobody knows
why? And
compare
to
nobody
Jamar
knows
Chase,
who he is. What are you talking about?
What do you mean nobody know who he is? Y'all don't know who he is. People know who he is, bro.
Oh my
bro. And compared to Jamar, hold on. First
all
off,
these people who know who he is fans of the Georgia
I'm about to
Bulldogs.
say name
Man,
the
that's
people.
Cal.
Name the
And the
people.
Charger fans.
Because this the first
You know
time
what?
I've ever heard the nigga's
Come on.
name.
There's more people that know him other than
You know
people who
what?
root for Georgia.
Bro, no, it's
You're right.
not. No, it's not. It's really not.
White boys in high school who are aspiring to be a receiver might. They might look up to him.
Boy, I know you not talking. Y'all boys love y'all.
You know what's so crazy about that?
Look at Cooper.
Hey, that's cornerbacks. That's different. Hey, Frank, I ain't even disagreeing with you.
It's crazy you brought him
DeGene.
up talking about everybody know him, but he ain't on your fantasy team though. Oh, okay.
I bet he on somebody's fantasy team. I bet somebody picked him up because
I don't think so.
I'll trade for him right now.
I don't think anybody picked him up.
Nobody
don't trade for him. You got to
trade
somebody.
Go pick him up. Pick him up.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you can just go pick the nigga up.
You don't have to trade for Buddy.
I'm pretty sure. And to your point, you not knowing proves the point.
Boom.
I'm good at my receivers. I got Justin Jefferson.
I bet.
Anyways,
I bet.
All right, let's move forward, man. Let's not milk the cow on it. All right.
Yeah. If you play for Georgia, you're a wide receiver. You ain't shit. Just shout out to George Pickens. You ain't shit either.
All right.
Oh, we don't hurt his feelings.
Shit. Hey, he's straight. He'll be all right. But at the end of
motherfucker had 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns in rookie season. Man, he ain't shit. Who is he?
It's average.
Nobody said, all right.
It's average.
I'm not even gonna repeat it. All right. Anywho, college football so far. We've been 3 weeks into the college football season, and it's been kind of the top 10 matchups or the top matchups that everyone's like getting their popcorn to go watch. Haven't really been as electric. Maybe you could say that Texas A&M and Notre Dame game, since that was a ranked matchup, but I didn't catch it. But it just hasn't been. It's a lot of rust going on because, the portal, it's week 3. Well, they're going into week 4 now. We've had 3 games. Yeah. Some teams played a cupcake for the first 2 games, so maybe this was their first big matchup. Other teams, they played a top 10 matchup early, like Ohio State and Texas. You know what I'm saying? And now they're playing cupcakes. So it's like teams are still starting to ease into it. We've had a lot of transfer portals. The coaching carousel has been a little bit crazy with different new systems and coaches moving. So it's going to take some time, but I have been a little bit disappointed, and that does make me think about scheduling for next year. It's like, man, don't schedule these top matchups because at the end of the day, the season changes. Then also the top matchups can be scheduled early, but it's like you never know how it's going to be. So it's like, damn, bruh. So now they're not going to schedule because you don't schedule too many top matchups throughout the season. If you see what I'm saying? Like if I'm ranked at 10 and this other team is 7, I'm going to do one of those per season. And if it's a dud, it's like, damn, I would have loved to see that team play a top team at a different time in the season, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But that's just how I've been seeing the college football season so far. Upset with my Gators, but I talked about that. That's enough about them. At the end of the day, it just ain't looking good, man. We got a coach that's never been able to really develop a quarterback. He didn't develop Anthony Richardson. I don't think he's going to develop DJ Lagway to the quarterback that I think he could be. So it is what it is. Hopefully we get a new coach next year.
Y'all keep trying to run that Cam Newton play.
Yeah, a lot of jet sweeps. We like to do a lot of read option stuff. It's just it just don't work.
Y'all like to get athletes at quarterback instead of just getting quarterbacks.
And there's nothing wrong with having athletes. It's a play calling thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't think Anthony Richardson is a bad quarterback. He just didn't have a good coach in college. And that shit can really affect you when you get to the league, especially because if you already go to the league too early, if you go to the league too early, it's already like you're already here before you're supposed to be here. But then you didn't even have the real progression or growth in college to even really be here anyway. So you're really only here because of your stature and your physique.
Yeah, but you're an athlete.
And then
but where is the best place to learn? Like, is the best place to learn not going to be in the league?
Well, a lot of what I've heard, a lot of like former quarterbacks are just like hearing it around on like TikTok or podcasts or anything. I'm not quoting shit for real. I'm just saying. I've just been hearing a lot of people say like, if you don't know it in the NFL, you're not about to. Like the stuff that he needs to work on. Not every quarterback. I'm referring to the stuff that he needs to work on.
I don't think that's fair to say for a lot of these guys and a lot of these quarterbacks because, I mean, bro, you got to let's just look at Baker, for example. Is Baker Mayfield not a better player?
4 years. He played 4 years in college.
Okay.
That's ready.
Perfectly fine. Is he not a better player today than he was day one for Cleveland?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nah, I think he was the same player. I just think the opportunities.
So. I would think he would be. I think
I don't
he's
think so.
better.
I think he's gotten a lot better.
He doesn't
turn over the
ball
as much.
I see what you're saying, Pat.
His skills is his skills.
Yes, but it's kind of like college and the coaches that you have help set that foundation for what you could be. That's what I think. So it's like
just had the worst foundation you could have had.
So
I think they let shit go by. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, you can see it. You don't make it. You're not going to be my starting quarterback. You don't make it to the league, let alone and be like, "Oh, I'm tired," or certain little just things.
It's lack of discipline.
And to the point of where lack of discipline.
Billy Napier has no discipline.
But that goes back to the coach, and that goes back to the coach. But that's not a testament to his talent. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So the things that he did,
that's really what I said. But if you don't have that discipline in the NFL, you're not going to succeed. There was no discipline already. So it's like, if you don't have that discipline, they're not teaching you discipline in the fucking NFL. You're either going to get with the program or you're going to get the fuck on.
They're going to teach you discipline, bro.
They'll move on without you.
They will move on without you, but if you are a talented, perfect example.
Yeah, if you are big
Baker Mayfield versus Johnny Manziel, right? Johnny Manziel, no type of discipline. We saw the type of player he was. We saw XYZ. Baker, you could say he didn't do too well in terms of discipline. We saw him in college, certain shit in the light and this, that. They kind of say he's an arrogant guy, shit like that. But at the end of the day, there's a line that he's learned, I got to be put in line and I got to follow this path. And he's turned out to be the quarterback that he has turned out to be. Johnny Manziel, we've seen him gone off and he's now off the league. Anthony Richardson has a choice now. Which one is he going to choose? Is he going to choose to now gain some of these soft skills, or is he just going to continue to just say, fuck it, I got my first check, I can make investments and make money off of this? Because that's what Johnny Manziel practically did. I mean, and the NIL before the NIL.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think that Billy Napier does not inspire a lot of discipline throughout the entire team. So that stems into the quarterback. If you got players able to, if you go back to the USF game, we had him 3rd and long. You spitting in Buddy face. Come on, bro. Give him a first down. Multiple pass interferences. We had 10 penalties in that game.
I mean, so would you say the same thing about Philly then?
Different conversation.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's
hold
It's not.
Hold on. Big difference. Yeah, big difference. I'll say it's different.
It's not.
It's a big difference.
It's genuinely not, bro. It's genuinely not.
But also, it's also different. Jalen.
If I allow you to do something in a win, if I allow you to do something in a win, then I can't be mad when you do it in a loss. So it's not different. If I'm cool with you doing this shit,
I'm not saying the discipline or the sanctions should be different. I'm just saying it's a different scenario. I'm just saying it's different. Two different teams, and I'm referring to the coaching because that's just Jalen Carter. You don't see anybody else on the team doing dumb shit. That could have been anybody on Florida.
Y'all had plenty of penalties. Y'all gave up like almost 200 yards in penalties in the game versus Dallas.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You talking about the Eagles?
I will easily pull up the stat.
If you want to, I don't need it. But
you talking about the Eagles?
You just said you don't know, so I mean,
I don't.
So either you can take my word or find out the facts. Which one you want?
I don't. Sure, I'll take your word. I don't need either because I'm gonna still say what I'm gonna say.
Because at the end of the day, if y'all gave up a bunch of yards, then that clearly shows your discipline. If you gave up damn near 200 yards to penalties. That shows your discipline.
Yeah,
we're talking about
we gave up 200 yards.
So again, do you want the facts or do you want what I'm telling you? Which one do you want?
Sure, look up the fact. I don't need it because I don't believe it either way. Ain't no way we gave up 200 yards.
So you're not gonna believe a fact.
Just look it up then, man.
So what are we talking
about? Just look it up then.
He was gonna look it up anyway.
Yeah, the nigga's gonna do it.
No,
anyway,
I wasn't. I was gonna call it if he was cool. But if
I am cool, I don't need it. I literally said I don't need it, and then you keep saying, "So do you want this?"
But you keep going against.
So here's my question. Here's my question. Right?
Look it up.
Here's my question.
Because I was trying to get back to what I was saying.
Because really, if you go to college, you have the right system, you get the right foundation for you to become a pro and stay in the league. Correct? Yes or no?
Yeah, for the most part. At the end of the day, it's still going to fall on the player.
It still falls on the player.
But if you have a bad coach, a coach who does not help build that good, solid foundation, like Billy Napier has not been able to do in 4 years, it's like, no, you're not going to get there. And that player is not going to have success in the league, and you're not going to have success as a program.
I think about it like this. Even I have a basketball mind. When players go to college and they learn they learn a play of like motion, or they learn the terminology of basketball, and they go to the pros at NBA and literally they're speaking that same language, it helps out. But if you go from a spot where you skipped over that, it takes a little bit of time to develop. Hence why we see like LaMelo Ball. And we see those type of instances where he didn't go to college, he didn't play in like an NBA system, so it took him a minute to really get into the flow of the game. Until now, he's gotten to the flow. So to go back,
just like your boy Pat, JJ McCarthy, his ass struggling.
So JJ,
that boy looked terrible.
He's struggling, and we talk about Baker Mayfield. Yes, he went to college. His first year in Cleveland wasn't that bad, but as time went on,
it
was like, oh
that
shit,
bad
he got complacent. That's what my thing was for Baker.
Yeah, he got complacent, but he had the talent.
He was like, damn, they ain't gonna get rid of me. Till they got rid of his ass, and he was like, damn, I might be out of a job. I might need to tighten up. That's where that comes in at, to me. He had the tools. He got the foundation. So that's why it was easy for him to turn it back on, for him to lock back in now for Tampa. So that's what my mindset is right now, where he had that foundation. Where Johnny Manziel was doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do in college. And then literally, guess what?
Baker was too.
Huh? Say again?
Baker was too.
But not to the extent of Johnny Manziel. He wasn't watching tape. He wasn't doing none of that shit. The reports are out there. He was doing all that shit. So when he got to the NFL,
that's a fact.
When he got to the NFL, he definitely wasn't giving a fuck at that point, because who gonna tell somebody who's making that type of money? And he wasn't.
At that point, you already.
Was he number one overall pick?
What you gonna tell me? Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was, but I mean, either way, I mean, he had the NIL money. He had the
he had the money. So at that point,
Drake got him in the songs and all that shit.
Drake got him in the songs. He made it.
Baker, like I said, his first year at Cleveland, they treated him like he was a motherfucking god. But then he got complacent, and once he got kicked up out of there, it was like, oh shit, I need a job, and this doing whatever I want shit ain't gonna work. Johnny, he tried to do that, but bruh, you was already too deep in.
I feel like Baker was needs to be there for a good coach. Baker was on that same shit in college.
Say again?
Baker was on that shit in college. Baker got a rest
like
story.
Johnny Manziel.
Baker got arrest stories. Baker got all type of crazy ass college just stories.
Yeah, Baker was a wild dude,
and people call him he was wild. He was that guy. Like, I mean, Johnny was.
One thing I can say about Baker, he want to win. He want to win more than the lifestyle. Johnny Manziel like the lifestyle.
He loved the lifestyle.
He wanted to win.
But now I do want to circle back. So they gave up 9 penalties for 110 yards versus Cowboys giving up 4 penalties for 42 yards. So I was wrong about damn near 200, but in context, shit, it's damn near 200. If a team give up 42 yards and another team gives up 110 yards, you can give up a whole football field worth of yards. See what I mean? And it's bad discipline, bro. You don't want those things. But my point here is clearly, like you said, they want a ring, this, that, and the third. And what I was saying in that is I mean, you're gonna have some of these things within these teams, and that's what's gonna come with it at the end of the day. But we can't just sit here and say, oh, well, these guys are undisciplined at Florida, and then not say that these guys aren't undisciplined in the league.
Well, I'm only talking about Florida right now. That's why I'm saying it's different, because that's a different conversation. I'm only talking about college football right now and Billy Napier and not having discipline with this team. We can talk about that next, but
to be honest,
this moment, I'm talking about how.
At the end of the day, a comment's a comment, whether it's today, tomorrow.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. Florida been like this for some years, though. Y'all been stuck in this
It's a history of not having discipline, and a lot of things get put under the rug because Urban Meyer didn't have the best disciplined players, as you can see, but he was still winning, and a lot of it gets swept under the rug.
Georgia don't have the best discipline.
No, we don't, but we win.
And then y'all win. But the discipline.
I tell people that all the time when they
now becomes
from
a big.
This will come with somebody from Georgia. He's gonna be undisciplined, but he's gonna be very talented.
Yeah, and I'm not referring to my personal opinion. I'm just referring to how it goes. You can be as undisciplined as you want as a team, but if you're losing and you're undisciplined, you're done. You're not lasting.
You got to be.
But if you're undisciplined and you can win, you're given a little bit more leeway. I'm not saying you get to everything get swept on the rug, because at the end of the day, certain stuff they gotta certain times. Sometimes I could do one crime and y'all boys could do a crime 10 times worse than me, but they just might be like, you know what, we gotta discipline you, Jamel. Like that's just how the game goes, and especially in sports. Even in life, if people want to go that far with it,
no, I don't feel the same way was with Alabama. Alabama was a very disciplined team for a very, very long time.
Tyreek Hill, he got given the boot. He was given the opportunity to be at Alabama. He got given the boot because of his stuff off the field. That a lot of other players have done similar stuff.
So, and what are you saying in that?
I'm saying that like what he's done is what a lot of other players do as well, have done on that team, and they're still allowed to stay with the program. As with Tyreek, he had to leave.
So you proving my point that he was.
What were you saying?
They were disciplined. Alabama was a disciplined program. What did he do? I don't know what he did.
It was a domestic assault, I believe. I could be wrong.
I mean, personally, I haven't heard of Alabama having a bunch of domestic assaults and things of that nature, but
it's there. I don't know guys' names.
But I think that's regardless across the
board. Pat, that's the point.
I think that's regardless. I think that's regardless across sports. I mean, either way it goes, because I feel like that you can say that same thing. I mean, hell, look at Georgia with all of these damn drunk driving. So I mean, I think that's just regardless.
But that proves Mel's point, though.
He good for it.
When you win, they sweep all that stuff under the rug. So
they don't sweep the shit under the rug. These niggas is coming back and having to address this. Like you had.
What I'm referring to sweep it under the rug is you still get to be with the program. You got to come back and address it and do apologies or get a suspension. That's best.
You still get drafted in the league. But
But I'm referring to the guys that had to leave the program because of it. Like Florida, we have clearly that shit
was out of hand with Alabama, but in terms of and I thought we were talking about discipline on the field, and I thought we were talking about the way that they carry themselves on the field. Because I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Being disciplined off the field affects your own field.
It really doesn't. It really don't.
It affects your availability.
Because we've seen some of the best teams
get
fucked up when they off the field. And that's just us being like, if you
do a bunch of undisciplined shit and you be like, hey, well, I'm balling and I ain't getting caught, it's good.
It's not true, bro.
If you're as long as you win,
it's gonna affect your off field.
That's not true. We know plenty of players, like let's just go. For example, Shaquille O'Neal, right? Shaq did not take care of himself. That's why he's not in the league. It wasn't because he was cheating on his girl. It wasn't because he was living his life outside.
It's how he was living. He was doing. Exactly. Blah, blah, blah. It was his lifestyle.
No, nigga, if he was in the gym, at the end of the day, he would have still been in the league.
All that shit go hand in hand.
It doesn't.
How you live your life.
It doesn't. Because then you go to a Dennis Rodman. Then you go to a Dennis Rodman.
Hold on, one person at a time. One person at a time.
You go to a Dennis Rodman who chooses to do the partying and do all this XYZ, but he still goes and works out. He was a workaholic. That's what they called him.
He was an outlier.
I think it's
now
also
we're gonna say he's an outlier.
I think it's also different.
Or do you just not know about a lot more of these stories? Because I mean, there's a lot more of these guys that's in the league. Lamar Odom made it all the way to the league. He's a champion. We know him off a bunch of drugs.
I think that's what they want, but I'm saying that's different. I have to address that differently. If you get in trouble with the law.
And this goes over
y'all saying, let's just say, for example, let's just use two things. Y'all prefer a partier than John Morant? I take John Morant all day. Bro got in trouble with the law because of the gun shit.
He got in trouble with the law?
He got in trouble with the law because of the gun shit.
You in jail.
That was he went to court for that?
Nah, I think they had some shit going on when he had the gun in the club in Denver. So I think they swept that under the rug with the lawyers.
Your question really becomes, do I want a Dennis Rodman or do I want your question really becomes, do I want a Dennis Rodman or do I want a John Morant?
Not really though, because Dennis Rodman and Franks was an outlier. So
I think one of a kind.
I think we need another example. Then I guess.
Me personally.
What about a Dion? What about a Mike Irvin?
Michael Irvin, did he get in trouble with the law?
Dion. Oh, Mike
Irvin definitely got in trouble with the law. Mike Irvin also was a partier. And he also is a 3 times or 4 times.
Yeah, but that's what
3 times or 4 times.
You get me my Super Bowls, you will be all right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what comes with it.
I guess you like.
Yeah, that's what comes with it. Look at Rob Gronkowski. That goes to my point with Florida. You got guys. We're having a horrible season.
It don't matter.
Doing shit like no, bro.
This is literally all coming back to the same exact conversation we just had about Georgia quarterbacks, Stu Bennett and Beck.
It does go back to that.
When motherfuckers fuck up and you lose, we gonna shit on you more. You fuck up and you win, you could do it.
We'll shit on you less.
We gonna shit on you less.
We're gonna shit on you.
I'm gonna shit on you.
Because at the end of the day, what Jalen Carter did was wrong. But you still gonna get you.
But it's cool because y'all got Super Bowls.
Because you won. You
still gonna give them.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the dude from Florida, I don't know your name.
Because you know why? Because if you start losing, now I'm looking to. Nigga, what are you doing off the field that's causing you to lose?
And that's where people start. But see, to me, now you creating excuses when it's right here on the field.
Right,
you were allowing these little things during a win. So now when you're losing,
at the end of the day, it's not like Jalen Carter is a habitual spitter. He's done this for the first time, so now they took action. It's not like this is like a
habitual spitter.
Like I said,
but Jalen Carter a dog, bro.
He's probably done before.
He's a dog.
The first time he got caught,
so we just all saw that coming.
We not gonna act like Jalen Carter.
They all
out there.
He did get provoked.
They all did
get provoked though.
They all.
You don't get drafted top.
But they always gonna catch the second.
No.
As a defender,
that's the thing.
Doing nice shit.
This is why I hate about talking about
one arm niggas.
Because if you sit there and talk about this,
niggas.
It's just like how we on the basketball court. You talk shit, people say some foul shit on the court, but whoever gets caught, you got caught. That's not saying, oh shit, that's the first time he was talking trash.
For example,
everybody has been doing it. So he probably done spit on somebody before. This is the first time that
what do you think he spat on?
Nah, but he probably do dirty shit. And Dak knew what
he probably do
other dirty shit. Like he could like you telling me he
Dak knew what he was doing to provoke him, for sure.
He knew what he was doing. He was rage baiting him as a
like
you telling me he do nothing wrong
with Draymond. You know what I mean? Like it's the same shit. It was the same shit. But to stay in college,
everybody and that's why Draymond's so great.
Sport,
when you play sport,
everybody has done a dirty tactic. Why you play sports? Everybody.
I've always been a sportsmanship player.
Man, but to stay in college real quick, this nigga here, a defender on soccer is probably one of the dirtiest players.
I never did anything. I had one yellow card against Claxton because
I ain't gonna lie.
Why you got a yellow card?
That's what I'm about to say because that is something.
I attempted to tackle, and from the ref's eyes, it looked like I was not playing the ball. And I was like, no, you telling us your perspective. That ain't dirty. That ain't dirty. That's just a foul.
That's just your heavy opinion.
That's like, it's my. No, that's like somebody getting in. That's like, okay. Have any of y'all had a tech in basketball?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Have you been labeled? Would you label yourself a dirty player because of that?
Certain things that I've done was dirty.
I crashed out.
I've done dirty things on the court. I know I've done some dirty things.
I done dirty things on the court deliberately.
So that's what I'm saying. That's basically saying I'm a dirty player because I've had one technical foul.
That has nothing to do with it.
That has nothing to do with it. But all the other things you didn't get caught with. That's what made you the dirty.
I never did anything.
That's what made you
the dirty. I never did anything like that.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm laughing because I know y'all don't believe me. I'm laughing because I know y'all don't believe me.
Mel, you know that them games.
Hey, what I was about to say.
You know the Cardinals.
What did I do?
Y'all were pretty decent. Y'all were pretty decent of a team, bro. And if y'all, in order for y'all to be a decent team, some dirty shit had to happen out there.
Dirty shit had to happen.
Yeah,
y'all talent were not. Y'all like the talent.
Hell, Malik was dirty,
bro.
Y'all wasn't that good to y'all could just play.
Malik was just fast. Malik was just fast.
No,
we're not even gonna act like
he's just fast.
You had to be there for that.
I ain't gonna lie. No, some of the shit too was like.
No, you had to be there for that.
But
that
like
nigga was throwing bowls.
when
like,
that's because I'm about to say I ain't really see a bunch of technique.
He ran with bone crusher in his ear.
When them Hispanics got to that school, bro, and Ishmael and Gio and all them boys started kicking the ball and shit, that I seen skill. That was probably the first time I seen.
Damn, that's messed up,
bro. Wait, what was that? What was that white boy from England? No. Josh. He was just slow. He was slow. He was slow.
He was on the team for the first year.
He had skill, but he was slow. But I'm lying to y'all. Chris Maltsby, hands down,
dirty.
Had skill. That was probably the first
you said dirty
that I saw that I was like, I can't fuck with him on the field. Shit. Everybody else, I felt like I can fuck with y'all.
You thought you could fuck with me on the soccer field?
I know I can fuck with you today.
Damn.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
I
can't wait to yo.
Damn, man.
Oh, hell no.
Bro, that defense shit so easy. And then it's like, all I gotta do is lead him to a direction. All I gotta do is lead him
to
move
is
gonna
be in this kid's bag.
He said you ain't no
what move is gonna be in this kid's bag?
And I know how to do the little spin drone. Y'all don't know what I do with a soccer ball. I do with a soccer ball every fucking day.
Bro, no.
Okay,
man. All right, bro. I know how.
No, man. Yeah. Come on. I'm inviting you. I'll let you do it in front of my team.
Gladly, nigga.
Hey, you know what's coming up,
Hey, I tell your team, watch me shut your coach down and don't respect shit this nigga say for the rest of the year.
Nah.
That's why you don't want to do that. That's why you don't
want to do that. You see he's smirking the whole time while he's saying this, right?
Quick question.
Y'all see he's smirking the whole time while he's saying this, right?
You said you can get past me.
He don't believe the hype.
No. Didn't I say I could guard him at the beginning? But I feel like I can get past you too.
All right, we can do both.
They don't get it twisted.
That's what I thought you said in the first place.
Don't get it twisted. But I said that I could guard him. I said that soccer shit's easy. Playing defense is easy. That's what I was saying.
But you not.
All I gotta do is lead him in a direction.
Get past him too.
1v1. All I gotta do is lead you in a direction. Unless you got crazy footwork.
And then what?
Unless you got crazy footwork, nigga, just lead you out of bounds and then quick stabs. Boom, you going straight to the. I can play.
Okay, you know what?
I can play the game. I can play the sideline.
I'm gonna explain to him.
Play the sideline. All I gotta do is play the sidelines, force you in a direction, play the sidelines. You only gonna be able to move one other way. If I beat you to the spot,
what they say about the ball, right?
You're not gonna get there.
I'm gonna talk to the audience while they hoot and holler.
You're not gonna get there.
There's no more hooting out of me.
I got a question though.
Patrick probably hasn't played soccer in almost
defense or Rams defense.
Boy, I can't wait till you stab. I can't wait till you stab. I hit that.
That's probably gonna be the easiest part.
Jamel coaches soccer every day.
That's probably gonna be the easiest part.
Plays soccer every day.
Bro, no, do shit every day.
Nah, let it happen. I don't see him act like I play every day. I play maybe once a week.
But Mel has played soccer more
I can't shoot at all.
I can't shoot at all. You're not gonna be able to shoot.
He can probably shoot for sure. He practices shooting all day.
Do not listen to
this nigga.
No, I don't. Not no more. I know
this nigga don't be out here
shots a while.
Let him be delusional.
I'm knowing. Hey, let me ask you.
Let the child be delusional.
How well do you feel like you can juggle?
Pat cannot do whatever the hell he is saying.
I'm a little bit.
You gotta play.
I'm good to go.
I'm
good to go.
I'm good to go.
I don't need to
First of all, nobody juggles in a real soccer game like that. The odds of somebody trying to juggle as a skill move are very slim.
But so if you can't track the ball,
but you also do know what they say.
Just tracking the ball in that.
Everybody got to play.
Like me saying, can you do this with a basketball on your finger? Oh no, you can't play. No, bro, nobody does this in a game.
I'm good to go.
Get the fuck out of my face.
That's less likely than tracking a ball with your foot because all you do is with your foot. You have to play with the ball. If you ain't got no real footwork,
I can juggle a ball at least 10 times.
Every nigga I've seen who got real footwork that I need to be worried about doing that.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
Oh man! Oh no! You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna do this. He gonna be like, I don't have cleats on.
He don't.
I buy cleats, nigga. I work at Adidas. I buy cleats.
Let him know. Hey, everybody, the boys everybody gonna be here Halloween weekend.
I buy cleats.
Show up.
Nah, this make me want to.
Oh yeah.
Just for this.
Oh yeah, we got him too.
Just for this.
Yeah,
I know the field. You know the field, nigga. I got plenty of areas.
Yeah, we can go to Farmington.
Hey, we can do the football zone
please.
too. I can
All
call
I'm gonna say
Cuz,
is
tell
this.
Oh no, you don't want to do
you
football. You
Please
remember what
do
happened
not.
with football?
No.
I brought that like it was your baby.
Why'd you say
You
that?
remember last time we played football? I took that out your hands and went the other way with it.
Yeah,
like it was a baby.
Yeah,
I took
and that was
baby.
when we was way younger.
Okay.
And now we're way older. You're right.
Do it today.
Do it
today. That's not
do
a
it
good thing.
today,
That's
nigga. I probably be done left you before you did it today.
Okay. We're gonna have to see. But anywho, let's move on, man. Speaking of one-on-ones, there was a one-on-one boxing fight. Oh wait, did we talk NFL? Oh, y'all want to talk?
No, we can go NFL after this mini interlude real quick and talk boxing though.
All right, we've been going about 45 minutes. We can keep going.
He's Terrence Crawford, man. That boy, TC. No.
He's Terrence Crawford. I'm like,
no, that was what Kendrick said.
Kendrick.
He said. Kendrick said he's Terrence something. I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm whooping foot. I'm Terrence Crawford.
The king of Nebraska.
But yeah.
Cornhuskers, yes sir.
Omaha's fighting.
That was a great fight. I want Naj. We were kind of talking about it off the air a little bit. I want Naj you to kind of give your take a little bit again as well. And Playboy, I want to hear your take, and then I'll give mine.
I think to me, because me and Cooley watched the fight, it was a strategic fight because what I caught was Max Kellerman kept saying this is a bigger fight for Terrence than it is for Canelo. If Terrence lost that fight, then that whole talk of gold and all this stuff goes out the window. But then for Canelo, it's kind of like, oh, if he loses the fight, he lost a fight to a great fighter. So it's not that big of a deal. And that's what kind of led to my thought of, man, as I'm watching this fight, that's sitting there in my mind, and I'll go, Floyd Mayweather has ruined boxing a little bit to me. Because we grew up in the Floyd Mayweather era, but it seems like now the thought of a person being 35-0, 44-0, 43-0, like that, as a number goes up and that old stays there, it seems like that fighter who's defending that, who's the undefeated fighter, is more in the defensive stance of, I'm going to get my points in as I go, but I'm not trying to, as Mel was saying, I'm not trying to knock somebody out. That's why Mel doesn't watch boxing like that, because ain't nobody really trying to knock somebody out like that. And I feel like when this get to them big fights like that, you don't see that as much as you used to. Because when me and Cooley watching it, I think Terrence, he didn't really start going for a knockout. I don't think he really went for a knockout blows, but he started throwing some haymakers around like round 5, 6-ish. And then he met him in the middle. He met Canelo in the middle, probably around 8 and 9-ish at that point. Because majority of the whole entire time, it was Canelo trying to corner Crawford the whole entire time. He's trying to get him in the corner, and Crawford kept slipping away. And then the whole entire time, it was a point where Canelo, he gets hit and he starts to walk off. And I think this is around like the 10th or 11th round at this point. And at that point, he's like, damn. I think he's setting in like, oh, I need a knockout to win this match. And at that point, Crawford was literally just like, bro, I could do whatever I want at this point. I could tee off on him if I want to. I could do it.
The only way he was going to win the match at that point, he knocked Terrence Crawford out.
The only way he's going to win is going to knock me out. So I could just tee off. I could dance around. He's the whole time, I want to say, from round 9 until the end of the fight, you just kept seeing Crawford show his mouthpiece. His tongue was out, like dancing around. I'm like, damn. Oh, yeah, he know all I got to do is survive, really. Not survive, but I got my points. I'm good. I just don't need to be knocked out. I think I said it
one round, too. I was like, oh, nah, he ain't swinging nothing. He's just waiting for that bell.
He waiting for the bell. And it was like, damn.
Where the bell at?
And in my head, I thought it was because he went up they kept bringing up that he went up a weight is why he's doing this. But I'm like, nah, to me, he's just trying not to lose that O. He'll let it go to the stretch where the car is at, where them points come in. So that was just my point in that whole entire match. But overall, it was a good fight. I know a lot of people complain about the fucking time. I think because to me and Cooley got back to the crib literally while Canelo's walking out, so it was perfect timing. But a lot of people were saying that it was late as fuck for when the fight went on. So I really don't know if people were sitting there watching the whole entire time. But for me and Cooley, we got here kind of right on perfect timing. So that was just my thoughts on it, Pat. What you got?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna let you cook. My fault.
I'm gonna say it was first of all, it was a great fight. If you didn't see it, it was a great fight. It was it showed two boxers that neither one wanted to back down, so that was a positive. And off of what Najee said, for like Terrence Crawford, his strategy going into it, he played it like, yeah, I'm not trying to really take no big hits from Canelo, because Canelo is the type of fighter. You get hit with one of those at any point of the match, you're done. So from round 1 all the way to the last round, Canelo still had a fighter's chance. It just throughout the round, what I noticed and what I was mentioning to Najee, that man Terrence Crawford got that jab. And if you know boxing, if you got a jab, that jab basically could win you a lot of matches. Because what ends up happening is, especially with fighters like Canelo, they fighters. They want to get in close. They want to set you up for that big heavy right hand, that overhand, that whatever. So they want to get in close. They want body shots. They want you to drop them hands. As soon as you drop them hands, you know what I mean? Pop. I'm gonna catch you, and then it's lights out. And then that's usually how Canelo wins his fights, because he had like 46 knockouts with like a record of like 63-3 or something like that. So he get a lot of knockouts. So that man, the whole time, Crawford was just keeping him honest with the jab. Every time Canelo tried to come in with that body shot, or he tried to get him in that corner, I'm jabbing you.
Yeah, he's keeping his distance.
I'm keeping you. So you got to keep guarding. I can't get close, because every time you get close, I counterpunch you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times, so it was a lot of skill as far as like technical wise with Terrence Crawford. So Canelo couldn't get close enough to get them to land them big shots, and the ones that he did land, Crawford was eating them. So
nah, I mean, I don't really feel like he landed any big shots in the whole fight. I would say
Canelo or Crawford.
Canelo.
Okay.
Crawford was definitely consistent with the jab to keep his distance, but I think that's because if he would have gotten a phone booth with Canelo is naturally walking around bigger than Crawford. So it would have been just a tougher fight for him. So keeping that
right
distance,
into his hands,
he was able to just keep going. Now, in terms of letting his hands go, I feel like Terrence was letting his hands go by round 4. Terrence was showing Canelo just everything
combos.
And just starting to
he was hitting with some combos.
He
was sprinkling those combos as the round was going on.
And I'm sitting there like, bro, this is mad early in the fight to be doing that, because if we plan on going the distance, I need to have some stamina later. But I think that he already realized that, he can't take my punches. By round 6, 7, Canelo was visibly frustrated. Like, you could see that shit. And it was just...
He was like, man, I can't get close to this guy.
It was crazy. Now, going into round 11, 12... Of course, the fighters, they don't know the scorecard, but as we all know and everybody have seen, Crawford looked very, very confident. Canelo looked frustrated. We saw where it kind of was headed. The scorecarders had it even. And that is crazy to think about.
Wait.
That they had it even after round 10. Going into 11 and 12, the scorecard holders.
That's crazy.
Their count, when you added it up, 2 out of the 3 had it.
You talking about the official or the unofficial?
The official.
Okay.
The official count. Crawford won that fight in rounds 11 and 12.
That's crazy.
So
that is crazy.
And it's insane. It is insane.
That's
but
because I thought he was winning the fight by round, I want to say 6.
So I
felt like he was winning that shit early.
Like those, to me, Crawford and those sprinkles of combos, because he wasn't doing it like a whole entire round. It was just literally just first.
Nah, he'll catch him a couple of times.
And then pull it back.
And you have to take rounds off. You have to.
No. And you have to. But I'm saying those sprinkles of combos there were more Crawford combos than Canelo combos.
By far.
Because to me, it felt like Canelo kept trying to get those combos in the corner. He couldn't
corner him.
He couldn't corner him. and that was pissing him off. You could tell it's pissing him off. But that's the thing where I will say, we know Canelo got a strong chin. Me and Cooley kept joking about the fact he ain't got no neck. But it's just
it's hard to knock out a mug with no neck, boy.
All them hits wasn't really taking him out of the fight.
It wasn't just making him red. It was making him red, got him a little cut. You know what I mean?
He really was getting mad.
He was actually bleeding. Based off of that one headbutt.
Earl Spence looked like what Canelo was supposed to look like from this fight. Rolly, after Tank, looked like what Canelo was supposed to.
That's crazy.
He was getting tagged in that fight. Like
he was getting tagged. Like, you didn't realize
he wasn't bleeding whatsoever. He wasn't. It's just because he was. Only reason he was red because he's white. But other than that, he was just chilling
for sure.
Like those just like little hits on him, and that's why to me I was
like a little swollenness around the eye.
That's what made me think
nothing crazy.
Crawford's strategy is get as many of my hits in as I can
because I'm
not going to knock him out.
But don't let that motherfucker pin me down.
So let's talk about that too. We're talking about knockouts, right? Let's talk about that.
Right.
One, the name of the game is to not get hit.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the game in football is to end the game with the most points. It's not to be a quarterback with 300 yards, as we just saw Jalen Hurts just tell Chris Jones. So when we say boxing's losing a little bit of its element, right. So when we say boxing's losing a little bit of its elements, we're not appreciating the sport for what it is and what it's truly meant for. You see what I'm saying? It's truly meant for who gets hit less, who has better technical skills.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not meant for the brutes.
And I have conversations with like a couple partners of mine who really box, like they do amateur boxing. And they said it takes as much skill to hit a motherfucker. It takes way more skill to not get hit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's way easier. Now, because I'm going to bring up a tank, right? Gervonta. He's a tank because what can you do to a tank? You can shoot that bitch. You can send rifles. You can send RPGs. That bitch can take a lot, ain't it? Before it been to send something back to you and lay you down. That's what he is. He gets hit a lot. And then when he hits you with that shot, he lays your ass down.
He hits you one time, you're done.
So that's where it's like, we got to appreciate this game. Now, there's two ways to it. Now, when we're talking about those knockouts, a lot of those knockouts were heavyweight fights. How many heavyweight fights are we seeing today? These are under heavyweight.
Well, no. The only reason I would bring up knockouts in this fight is because we've seen both of them do knockouts. That's why.
But I mean, Mexican people don't get knocked out.
I'm not saying this is the first time we've seen Crawford do strategy fighting.
No, I see what you're saying there.
But it's like if you sat there and you put, if you sit there and you tell me we got George Foreman versus Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson ain't throwing haymakers, he in that motherfucker bobbing and weaving.
And George Foreman not throwing haymakers too. I don't understand what's going on.
Huh? Say again?
If George's not throwing haymakers too, I don't know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are not technicians. Sugar Ray, technician.
Yeah. But like
Floyd, technician.
When I look at it, it's like
it's a different fighting style.
When somebody goes from when somebody change up their fighting style a little bit, that's what throws me off a little bit. But that's why I'm not saying it was a bad fight at all. It was a great fight. But it was like, oh, okay, cool. But
if you came there for
it creeping in the back of my mind, I'm
like technical style fighting.
I'm gonna say
it was the match for you.
Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, I want to say he got a knockout versus Deontay Wilder.
He did.
One of those fights.
He did.
But Tyson Fury is more of a technician than he is a brute fighter. It's just those are heavyweight guys. Right. After it's like 190 or 200 or some shit. After that, it's just go. So a nigga can be fighting somebody from 225 to 265.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's naturally just gonna happen. You're gonna get your
ass knocked out. And that's why I said
with
Crawford coming up in the weight, to me it seems like since this is his first time coming up in this weight, he don't know. It's like if I'm sitting here fighting people that's my size all the time, and then I go fight somebody bigger, and I went up to their size. I'm not going to know the strength of that person. I'm not going to know the strength of that person because I don't fight a person that size all the time. So that's my mindset. So in my mind, that's why I'm not mad at Crawford. I'm not saying he was scary, all this stuff. I'm just saying he went in there with a strategy of
you have to.
I'm not going to be knocked. I know I'm not going to instantly knock this guy out. Like I know I can knock other people out.
Because I'm fighting up. I'm fighting up.
I need to fight up with brain in this situation.
And let's just keep it a stack, bro. How many Hispanics get knocked out in this thing, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Like we done seen these niggas. It's like they can't go home if they get knocked out.
Let's go back. Let's back up a little bit. Let's take it back a little further though. Let's not even say Hispanics. How many times have we seen Canelo go down?
On top of that, I think it's actually a stat that Canelo has never went down. Like it's never like. I think Canelo has never gone down. And it's a stat.
If you look at the replays, Crawford was tagging this man. He was tagging.
You're not going to knock him down. So why go in there with the strategy of
trying to knock him out? No,
you're not.
No, but
that's why
you really playing into his hand.
It's the art of the sport. You know, that's all that I'm saying in that, and we have to understand that. Even when you talk about a Shakur Stevenson, they say it's a little boring because they say he doesn't let his hands go. But I'm willing to bet statistically, if you look, he gets hit the least out of all of these people because his defense is just impeccable.
That takes skill, but
he knows how to lay a nigga. Like, he knows how.
That man Mayweather literally made the Philly shell famous. Philly shell is somewhere it's hard to hit you.
For what I'll say for my last point is, if Crawford stay in this weight and he wants to stay at this weight, I wanted to see Crawford to fight like Crawford fights. I want him to fight his fight. Not every fight gonna have to be fought like he fight Canelo, but I want him to fight his fight.
Let them hang.
I want him to get his payday and go and call it.
And that's why that's what I don't want, because that's why I come in with Floyd Mayweather. It was a moment where we watched Floyd go in fights. He's strategic. He wasn't getting touched, but he's still throwing these hands. But then there was a point where, coming around the end of his career, knowing, I'm about to get out of this thing, it was about the bag and making sure I don't get touched.
Well, I mean, bro, he started fighting people that wasn't even from the States. He fought everybody that was from everywhere else because he knew he can attract that other group.
Yeah,
to watch that.
He started
it was about the bag. Yeah, but we're not gonna act like Pretty Boy. We're not gonna like Pretty Boy Floyd though. Before Money Mayweather wasn't out there fighting people.
No, that's
he was handling his business.
Yeah. He was handling his business when he was Pretty Boy Floyd.
At that point, he was trying to kill his.
Once it became Money Mayweather, at that point it was like, okay,
Money Mayweather was going by with time.
Me personally, it took away a little bit of the love of the sport for me when it came to boxing. Because I love me some Mayweather, but I was like, damn, bro, not every
but
fight.
That's where niggas fucking up. That's where people fucking up. So look at Money Mayweather, right? TMT. Yeah. That shit is all on T-shirts. That shit all over the place, blah, blah, blah. That man ain't fought in what? A minute. Because he built up that brand first, doing the things that he did in XYZ. And I'm saying all that to say is like, then he went for the bag. We see the same thing in team sports. It's just that he's in a solo sport that we can just crucify him. But we see the same thing in team sports. You get that ring, afterwards, you Jordan Poole the situation.
You just do whatever you want.
Sometimes you got to know when to separate the athlete from the
get the bag when you're bad. And that's why, like, sometimes I'm like, damn, bro, it's just those type of things. I'm like, damn, boy. If Floyd, like now, Floyd just signed a contract for him and Mike Tyson to have an exhibition fight.
Yeah, get that bag. And
I bet you everybody gonna go.
That's a bag. That's it.
But
but are we mad at Floyd or are we mad at Gervonta? Gervonta just signed a deal to go fight Jake Paul. When everybody wants to see you fight Shakur Stevenson, bro. We don't want to see you fight Jake Paul, bro. Everybody wants to see you fight. What's my boy? What's his name? Boots.
Yeah, you need to fight Stevenson.
He just fought. Roach. Everybody wants to see you fight Roach again, James Roach again.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
And then the bag is bigger when you fight Jake Paul.
But we letting that shit go. But that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, you gotta fight somebody from the DMV.
They don't have to sell knockouts anymore. And it's like, damn.
You didn't have to sell knockouts at the beginning. Muhammad Ali didn't walk around knocking niggas out. Muhammad Ali was literally known for the Philly Shuffle and just flashing style and XYZ. That's the name.
But that was his game.
When Mike Tyson came, you had
Mike Tyson made it
young pit bull. You had other guys, Bernard Hopkins. You had these other guys around that time. Evander Holyfield. You had these guys where that was their style. They were brute fighters.
That's their style.
Yeah, and look at MMA.
If I pay top dollar to see Mike Tyson, and if I don't see Mike Tyson come out there trying to throw some haymakers in them motherfuckers, then I'm pissed. Then I'm mad. I'm like, bro, what you doing?
But if I'm looking at Floyd, I know I'm not looking for. I know I'm not looking for a knockout.
It's just like in football. When I sit there and I pay tickets to go see Lamar Jackson, and I know he about to run around, he about to do his thing out there, but all he want to do is sit there and do check downs all day.
Type shit. Now I'm gonna be frustrated.
And then I'm frustrated because he
same thing when so I want to see touchdowns.
And that's why I don't watch boxing no more, because I started to feel that way when I wasn't seeing knockouts.
But that's what I'm about.
But you looking for knockouts people who don't.
I'm not seeing it no more. So
I'm glad we're talking about boxing and football. So Jalen Ramsey's tackle on Garrett Wilson, week 1. Laid a hit on him, right?
Wait, we talked about that last week.
That's what we used to say, Frank. He laid that wood. He ain't do that, bro. He laid a hit on him. That's it.
So we can't say lay that wood no more?
No, it ain't even. And no pause.
Yeah, I know it's not about that, but I know
nah, bro.
Wait, well,
and we gonna keep it a second.
Was it like extreme? Was it
unfortunate?
No,
Ryan Clark used to lay them niggas out.
Pat, this is why I said last week when we talked about this.
We
talked about the same exact play. I literally said those type of hits. That hit was the
illegal
today that we grew up loving. That's the football we grew into know and love. Motherfuckers sitting there, they was
that was a legal today hit.
I think also
they were yapping in the first half. They were yapping in the first half. Him and Garrett Wilson was talking, and literally when they come around the time for last play, who got to make a play?
Now that's the moment we love.
What I'll say about that moment.
Unfortunately, Ryan Shazier got hurt off that shit.
What I'll say about
that's the hits we love.
That's the type of plays we love. That's the football we love.
The hits we love.
I think
that's what we grew up on.
In the moment, the
refs, Dawkins and Ray Lewis hits.
I'm just saying.
In the moment, the refs
the same thing
are looking at that. If that is a call that a lot of the times, I feel like if that was a third quarter play, they might have called a flag. But they saw it as no. I'm going off the way the refs be now. I'm saying how the refs be. I'm not saying I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying how the refs be. But I know as a that moment, you're like, bro, this ended the game. When was the last time we seen a hit be the last, not like on the last drive?
It's been rare. It's been rare.
So also the refs are like, I can't. This is too far.
And plus,
I don't think anything was dirty about that. I don't think the refs had anything too called. That was a clean all the way through hit. And I don't think they had anything too called.
All of it was in the chest. No helmet to helmet.
Wrapped them up. It was laid his ass down.
As soon as he hit him, he dropped that.
I think, and why I brought this up is because the same thing applies in boxing. There's rules that's changed. You can't hit certain people in certain areas in terms of behind the ear, certain things of that nature, on the top of the temple. There are rules that has changed. You're gonna see less knockouts. That's just the reality. We want these people to go home. That's like people saying, I don't want to watch football because these people aren't brute anymore. Like there wouldn't be.
Everybody's got their own reasons to watch. Some people only watch football for hits. So now there's less hits. They don't watch no more. Some people only watch boxing for hits. That's me.
I feel like that's just not appreciating the sports.
I don't. I genuinely don't. I'm not gonna say that. Like I genuinely don't.
That's honest.
See niggas get knocked out.
He's not a boxing enthusiast.
No, I don't give a shit. Honestly, if you're not knocking that nigga out, I'm turning you. Want to see?
Hey, you know what? Don't really care. I can't be mad at you because that's how I feel when it comes to like wrestling and shit. Because motherfuckers get on me. I'm gonna say this because motherfuckers get on me because I don't really like UFC like that. But like to me, UFC, I'm like, bro, if y'all ain't sitting there standing and banging, I really don't want to see it.
Yeah, the moment they start wrestling, I'm like,
I'm like, bro, I really don't.
That's I only watch UFC because they are knocking niggas
everything
out.
Combined, but I'm looking for to stand and bang. That's what I'm looking for. So if that ain't happening at that point, I don't give a fuck at this point because I'd rather go watch wrestling than UFC at this point. This is what it is.
I understand that. I mean,
everybody got
for
their
me,
own cup of tea.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day, it's all entertainment. It's never all this like, you know.
Right. No.
For me, I appreciate it. Don't worry, UFC, boxing, wrestling, all them, football soon, soccer, all that shit gonna be owned by the same person. So it don't fucking matter.
No, that's a big fact. But I appreciate it. I would say even in this conversation, like
I'll pass my time.
I would say even in this conversation when we're talking about like WWE, I think for myself, like when we talk WWE, it's like I found myself kind of having that similar reaction, I guess you could say, where it was like after I figured out that it was staged, you know, it was just like kind of harder to appreciate the actual entertainment and I mean technically the sport. But now, I mean, I think in listening to them talk a little bit more, and Triple H kind of said it best recently, and he was talking about it on the podcast, just why they're giving a lot more of that behind the scenes and just allowing people in. And just, I even recently just started watching like this rivalry kind of thing that was online a couple years ago. Yeah, that was on AE. And I think that was good because it allowed us to come in and see the appreciation and matrimony that they have for each other. And then also understand that like, they never really gave the sauce, but in that same breath, they also knew like, all right, there was a decision that's going to be made, and it's a performance. Yeah, so it brings that appreciation. So to that point,
but you still got to perform. Like you got to hit the moves at the right time, and it's timing involved, and you could really motherfuckers really get hurt. So that's why I can't watch it.
Right, but to that point, I think maybe if boxing, maybe even if UFC, same thing. Like some of these sports, soccer. Baseball, because I think baseball is a very underappreciated sport by other people unless you play baseball. Like no one wants to watch that.
I went to my first MLB.
You gotta be an instant person.
I went to my first MLB game this last month, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Everybody's got their own little walk-up song and shit. I said, "Oh, this is a vibe." I said, "Yeah, it's cool," but I'm not watching this shit on TV.
Even in person, though. Even in person, like being going to a game is more fun than watching the game.
Like, literally, like going to go get some food.
It's certain sports where it's better to watch it in person than on TV.
And there's the reverse. I hate going to a football game sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on where I'm sitting. Yeah. Like if I go to a high school game, that's easy because I'm right there. But when you go to like an NFL stadium or a college stadium, you're like, oh, them niggas all the way down there.
That's why
it's not even that.
It's not even them shits have a jumbotron, bro. You can watch it.
No, it's not even that though.
I'm not talking about jumbo. I'm talking about trying to watch
about
NFL. If I'm looking at the screen, I might as well take my ass home. If I gotta look at the screen,
football games and being in person, the shit that bothers me is that like you notice that that commercial break. Like it's so much shit that's
the commercial breaks go by quicker when I'm actually
time though. You could tell there's so much space there. Yeah. Like when you go to a wrestling event, when you go to a wrestling event and there's a commercial break, there's shit going on nonstop. So you really don't fucking know when we're at commercial break and when we're not. Unless you like me, I watch wrestling all the time. So I could tell you when we had a wrestling event, oh nigga, we had a commercial break right now. But like other than that, you can't tell. But football games, you know when you're at a commercial break. You know what it's
going to
be.
That's how it is at UFC. UFC, same thing. UFC, they keep fighting, but you don't really know when you're on commercial break. But I think, basketball, same shit. They call fucking TV timeouts. This shit's annoying.
Yeah,
it's annoying, but there's other shit going on.
That pulled me away from.
You doing like the t-shirt
That's
shit and all that.
They doing the t-shirt shit and all of that.
But you can't do that when it comes to football because it's kind of like you're in a big ass fucking stadium.
Yeah, I was say, well, it depends. Because I was saying it just all depends on where you're at. There's smaller venues that could do that, like a school like Kennesaw, they could do that shit because the stadium's not that
ain't
fucking
nobody
big.
in that shit.
Exactly. It's less people to do it. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, bro, it just depends on the stadium. But if you go to a Florida game or a Georgia game or a U of M game, it's too packed. And it's like, bro, if there's no Jumbotron, you unless you got seats on the 50, that shit gonna be like not as fun to watch.
You don't know what's going on.
It's not as fun. So I prefer to only like watching football in person if it's at a small venue. Like I love those because it's just different for me.
Hell, even like when me and Cooley went to the soccer game
on TV.
We went to the soccer game. That shit was lit.
I had a great time.
We was turned up the whole time.
Yeah, soccer's great to watch in person because it's like everybody has to be locked in.
Yeah,
like you have to be because there's no commercial breaks. You're watching the entire time. The ball is gonna constantly move every single second.
Yeah, it's constant motion.
Anything can happen.
Constant motion.
Like that's the best part about it with soccer. It's like you don't know if all the goals got scored in the first 20 minutes or if all the goals are going to get scored in the last 20.
It don't matter.
So you're going to want to watch regardless. As with football, it's like, I could tell this game might go down to the wire. Oh, I could tell ain't nobody scoring this game. This is a defensive game.
I think once you
just know that nobody's game is over with. It's a third quarter.
Being there sucks to me.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like,
if nobody's scoring, you're like, bro, everybody, they just keep going on and off the field. But like, goddamn, do something. Like, y'all can't get, you start noticing, damn, 3 and out.
Like that California, now you got mad at me for going.
That shit, I don't. At home, I can.
Bro, that shit was over in the third quarter. We left. We
at home. When I watch in college on Sundays, I have multiple games.
Oh, you talking about the college
I watch so many. Yeah, college. I watch so many different colleges. I'm watching HBCU, SEC, ACC, Big Ten games. I got
them HBCU games be lit.
Love them. Grew up going to a bunch of them, so I already, I love me some HBCU. I want to go to somebody homecoming this year.
I watched that Atlanta game. It was Bethune-Cookman versus somebody. Lit.
They played. I think they played FAM already, or they play them this week. But,
they play.
They play somebody, but yeah, and then NFL, I always have Red Zone on. So because football be too many damn commercials for me too. I'd be like, bruh, I gotta find another way. I can't do it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If you ain't got, I'm gonna plug it. If you haven't had the chance to go to an in-person wrestling event, you gotta go.
Oh yeah,
you gotta go.
Genuinely say that.
Cool. They genuinely say that.
You have to go.
I was at a fucking a taco fest in Royal Oak, and they had like amateur wrestlers. And that shit was lit. That is a
good experience. To be a fan of something.
You go to a WWE event is
be
lit.
A WWE fan, go to that. Yeah.
Bro, I
was legit when I went. So.
I took my girl there. I took her there and literally she was like, y'all like a cult. I was like, because we all knew everybody knows the chant.
Bullshit. Well, like everything.
Everybody knows everything. So if you don't know, if you don't watch and you just go, you can just have so much fun by just chanting the random shit that everybody's just yelling out. Everybody like, get the tables, and niggas like, what the fuck? Why we
tables?
Why we get the tables?
Why we getting the tables?
Get the tables.
Or like everybody got their own little like pencil with the Zero Romero. She's like, what the fuck is that?
You can't do that.
Everybody doing hand motion.
You can't do that.
She's like, y'all in the cult
signs.
Yeah, we throwing up gang signs and cult. She's like, this gotta be the cult. Y'all ain't no way. Everyone knows this statement except for me. I'm like, bro, you just gotta know. If you know, you know.
Gotta be tapped in.
I think that's one of those events you gotta go to.
Definitely if you know type of sport.
If
you gotta really be.
This episode
because I literally have to ask this man before I start watching, like get back into watching wrestling. I gotta ask Najee. So what's going on? I need to update.
See, I like watching wrestling with Cooley because he don't know what's going on, so it makes it fun. When you got someone who really don't know what's going on, he sees what's happening. He's like, God damn. Wait a minute.
I'm watching. We've been watching for a whole 30 minutes. I'm like, where's Roman Reigns? Oh, he been hurt for like 3 months.
That's funny. I be looking. I see AJ. She just came back. CM Punk shit.
10 years, man. 10 years.
I see. John unfortunately has a. You really think he's done? You really think? I mean, that shit really looked bad. That nigga elbow looked all the way to his place. Yeah, John Cena.
No, Cena, he's retiring. He's done. Like
that's what I'm saying. That
he been said that.
he
was retiring in December, but now it's done. Like
everyone says they're done until they give them a bag. Like Saudi throw a big ass bag at them.
Yeah, and then they come back and pop up.
I'm pretty sure he's done for real. Like not wrestling. He'll do appearances. But
that man said his tricep was torn. I'm trying to think. Do you think it was real? Like, do you really think his tricep was torn? Because that shit look nasty.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure that bit tell him.
Yeah.
If it look how you describe it, he's saying it. Yeah.
It looked gross.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now he got like 5 more. He got 6.
No. That's God, brother. That's God telling you need to sit your ass down.
He got 6 more
that
days.
Peacemaker going crazy.
He good. I gotta go finish the season. I gotta go watch that season. I gotta go watch this season. I hate watching seasons of shows. I hate watching seasons of shows where it's like one episode at a time. Bro, I like to wait.
Yeah, that should be blowing
me crazy.
That's why
I need
I'm waiting too.
Y'all new generation don't know what it's like. Literally, no.
What, one episode at a time?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just saying. I'm tired of that shit.
Hey, stop doing this. You have to wait.
HBO love to do that too.
Week by week on that Friday for
you swear they know what they do.
Every Thursday, bro. All that shit. Go back on TV. Go regular TV, my nigga. Come on.
Please don't, because I do not have. I do not.
Like, I'm just saying,
what's the point
bro?
of buying streaming services?
I had to watch that Wednesday. Wednesday had to
because they know that's gonna keep y'all on the app more, man. They know that because if y'all watch it in 2 days, y'all will cancel your subscription.
What's the problem?
If they know they can milk y'all.
No, that's bad.
If the show has 10 episodes, that's 2.5 months you got to pay this subscription. Compared to if you pay it once, actually don't even pay it. Do a free trial, watch it before 7 days, and cancel that bit.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, nigga, get your stats. Get your stats and get the fuck on, bro.
The stats don't give you the same money.
Get your stats, fuck nigga.
Come on, I gotta think business.
Come on. Speaking of stat, I know you seen the episode, Pat. That's your girl.
What happened?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a committed relationship, so I'm not privy to be able to speak on things of this nature. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Oh boy, he
hit you with the PR answer.
I don't know what.
I don't even know what
you're talking about right now, Pat. My bad.
Do I need to end the episode?
Are we talking about it is what it is or no?
Is this a safe place?
It is what it is. 1,000%.
I haven't watched the show in like a year.
Okay. What happened on It Is What It Is?
Adrian Bonner.
AB went up there tripping.
AB was up there tripping.
AB went up there tripping, dog.
What'd he do?
Went up there tripping, but like
he
I said,
always tripping, man.
I mean, you know what I mean? Funny moment, very hilarious moment. Massey, do as you do, brother. You know, if you feel the need to, you know, I would just tell everybody, hey, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all.
No. What happened?
You know what I'm saying?
Much love,
y'all. You know,
all right, we out of here.
What?